G'day folks, and welcome to another drawing session where I share my process, insights on art, creativity and everything in between. The reference that I used for this sketch was a girl holding a coconut on the beach, and I wanted to incorporate the pose into something a little bit more dramatic, so I made her holding a chalice. Everything was going really well. I was quite happy with the proportions and how the sketch was turning out. So I thought with this sketch I wanted to experiment more with some colour, like I've done so in the past with my other sketches. So I decided to add an element of colour at the end of the sketch, and just to see how things would go. But unfortunately it didn't turn out the way that I would have liked, and in fact I think it was a mistake. So if you hang around to the end you'll see what I mean. I wanted to take the time in this video to talk about mistakes and how they impact our lives, particularly for those of us that are creatives. I mean, everyone's going to make mistakes in their lives, and for some of us, we make mistakes more often than not. I mean, I'm certainly like that. I make mistakes all the time. It's not so much making the mistakes, it's how we overcome them that is the key to our success or progress. It's natural to be disappointed when we make a mistake or fail at something. But if we let that fear of not trying again, then we'll never make progress. It's like that old saying, if you fall off your horse, you get back on it and ride. And it's the only way you're going to learn, and you've got to try and overcome that fear. I think the biggest asset of making mistakes is knowing how to overcome them and trying to suppress those emotions that cause fear or perhaps give us a bruised ego. With making mistakes, we've got to learn to embrace them because it encourages growth. For us creatives, we benefit more by making mistakes because it educates us not to make those same mistakes again. Whatever project we put our minds to, we should have the mindset of, if we do make a mistake, it'll benefit us. Those mistakes educate us. All mistakes are lessons. And if we share our mistakes with other people, it gives an opportunity for them not to make those mistakes. It helps other people as well. We've all heard the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, that's not true. Practice makes permanent. If we practice something and it's not the correct way of doing it, then we're not actually learning anything. We're learning how to do something the wrong way. But if we learn how to do something that's the correct way, like in the process of drawing or painting or knitting or any kind of activity that requires a bit of thought process and with our hands, then if we do it the correct way, we won't make those mistakes. If you guys like this kind of content while I ramble on and show you my sketching process, please hit the like button, or if you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button as well. And if you want to know anything or have any questions, just leave a comment in the comment section below of this video and I'll try and answer it for you. I think the reason why I made a mistake at the end of this sketch is I was sort of in a rush. I was thinking about the chalice and how I could make that more appealing, sort of like tell a story. So I thought, why not have some smoke coming out of it? And what I didn't do is look up reference for smoke, particularly the type of smoke effect that I was after. As you can see here, I'm going in with my gouache and I just went in really thick where I should have just done something really light just to begin with. And then I don't know why I made the smoke go off in this other direction. It's like it has a life of its own. It's something that I don't think smoke usually does naturally unless there was a breeze or something, but there was nothing there to indicate a breeze. At this stage I was really disappointed how it turned out, so I thought, well, I'll just give it more paint, and that wasn't the answer. What I ended up doing is just trying to remove as much paint as possible, trying to make it look more like a watercolour wash. By this point I thought, well, it's a mistake, yeah, learn from it and don't do it again. I hope you've enjoyed my ramblings on making mistakes. If you found value in it, please hit the like button on this video, and if you want, leave a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and have a good one.